Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm Christopher with Plan Your Truth, and in today's video we are going to begin at least to set up my classic Frankenplanner. So I use a lot of planners and journals and things from the classic Happy Planner size, and I like to combine them all together. However, I'm not sure still exactly what I want to do this year. I have quite a few planners here. I also have this one. In case you missed, I do have 2 videos in my planner lineup series already. One of them included this big, chunky social media planner. One of them included most everything else. So definitely check those out so you can kind of hear a little bit more about how I'm using these planners. But today, I'm going to figure out how we're going to set them up. It's going to be a little bit of a hot mess because I don't know exactly what I want to do yet, so we're going to play and just figure it out together. I was just talking with my friend Katie with Fake It Till You Make It, and she was like, you know what, just film the video. I'm sure a lot of you can relate to not having everything figured out yet. And I don't think that's a bad thing. I think that we can still just kind of play around and figure out together what I want to do. And then if we want to change it, that's okay. Like, it doesn't have to be perfect for January 1st. I think we put too much pressure on ourselves to make it all perfect. January 1st, we know our whole lineup. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Okay. So this is kind of what we're going to start with. At the very least, this planner is going to include my goals and my journaling stuff. I may also include my budget, and then we'll see if I want to include my social media planner. I'm going to start with, this is going to be my first cover for the beginning of the year. I think it's good. Keep going and keep growing. I think it's a really good quote. I love it. And I'm using gold metal Mickey discs. You know how I feel about Mickey discs, and I think that this will look really nice on this. Full transparency, I was looking for black metal Mickey discs, and wouldn't you know, I don't have any. At least that I can find. I really thought that I did, but I couldn't find them. So I think gold is really good for the beginning of the year. I went through that pretty quickly, but how I find to put discs on the easiest is to put the front and back cover together and just snap on those discs. And now this is kind of our fresh start for 2023. I am so excited. So to start this planner, I am going to use, I don't want to use this name page, actually, because it has 2022 on it. Let's see. How's this one look? I could use this. Yeah, let's use it from this planner. So we have name page, perpetual calendar. I'm going to just pull all of this over, and this is how this planner is going to start. Okay, there's a lot of stuff on here, but I want to just make sure you have a good view of everything. It's kind of zoomed out just so, because there's a lot going on the page. I do have, this is funny, but I have these stickers. I don't think it really works on this, so I don't think I'll use them. What if I used them in the past? Did I just write my name on? Because I don't have any script stickers, I don't think. I'm looking in my last Happy Planner. I don't even know what is on this name page. Oh, I did have something. I'm going to leave it blank for right now. I kind of created this, and it's actually really pretty. I love this. So I'm going to leave the name page blank for right now, because maybe I still have wherever those were from somewhere. I think my friend may have made them for me. But anyway, okay, so we have the perpetual calendar stuff. How do I want to start? For right now, I'm going to start with this. This is going to be my guided journal of sorts. Not guided journal, I'm sorry. This is really the planner that I love to decorate. So this is going to be I used to call it my catch-all planner, but I'm changing things up a little bit this year, and I have a half letter that is my catch-all brain dump kind of planner. So this is really just this is going to be a creative journal and memory planning and just kind of talking about what happened that day, how I'm feeling, all the things. So the weekly pages, or I'm sorry, the monthly pages I use as a highlight of the day, and then the weekly pages I use kind of as that memory keeping, but without photos. Okay, so I'm for right now just going to put 2 months of each. No, I'm going to put 3 because in an ideal world, I like to set up these planners for the quarter. So I'm going to see if this will work. If not, we can always take stuff out or add stuff in. So we have my classic Frankenplanner. Okay. The next planner that I want to do is goals. So this, for right now, we are starting with the monthly layout. So I'm going to pull January. This is where we kind of are playing around a little bit because let's just think about how I want to do goals. So I definitely like this page for a monthly dashboard for my goals. It's not perfect, but I think I'm going to try and make it work for me. It's not perfect because I probably will have more than 3 daily goals, but I could probably add habit tracker stickers like up here or down here and kind of have that be. I think that I can make this work. I don't think I want these pages, at least for right now. I don't want them, so I'm going to put them back in this planner. And then the other kind of goals thing that I have is this guided journal, where it has, let's see, this month's focus, this month's big goals, actions, and a reward for each of those goals. I do really like this, but I think I'd rather use this page for that purpose, and then maybe I'll add these pages in. So we have this week's goals, write a positive quote to follow this week, important due dates, list 3 things that can help you achieve your goals. And then this is kind of daily journaling for goals. And then you have a spot to kind of check in with your monthly goals. So I think what I want to do is put these pages here. We're just trying this out. So we started with the normal planner. Now we are into goals. And so we'll have a monthly dashboard to write out my monthly goals and daily goals and all of that. And then these pages to kind of journal and talk a little bit more about goals as I see fit. I do not have to do it every day. But I'm only going to include 1 of these months because I want to really reevaluate this after the month and see what I ended up using. Okay. The other thing that I need to figure out is I don't know how I'm going to use this monthly dashboard. So part of me wants to use this instead. And actually, hold on. I'm going to use this one because we ended with this tab up here, so this will look better. So, and I like this look better. It's more neutral. So we're going to have this here. I'm taking this out. And I think what I want to do is have these be together, but until I know exactly that that's what I want to do, I am not going to glue it together. Instead, I'm going to use one of these Live Love Posh cute things. And which one is kind of good for goals? Maybe I'll just use this little like flower. And we will clip these together. Oh, and I think I want the pretty part of it to be on the back. Oh, I don't like that that's on January, so let's put it more there so that then when I flip to this, it will just take us right to here. No, I don't like the flower, so instead I take it back. Ooh, could I do a star? How does this one work? Hold on. I think I like the star. I think that's cute. So we'll do the star. There we go. That's how it's meant to be, I think. Cute. And I just want to add this here. The only reason I'm doing this is because I'm not positive this is what I want to do. So I don't want to, I think that's cute. I don't want to tape it down in case I end up wanting to use the monthly pages. So we're just paper clipping that together. And then the other star, I am going to put at the bottom, just so that this is a nice smooth. And I think let's do it the other way. So we'll do the little star on this side now. And the big star over here, just so that it's a smooth transition between one to the other. Okay, cute. So now this is going to be into my goals section, and it will go right from the tab to the monthly dashboard. And then this page, I still don't want. So, and see, I know I don't want this page. So I think what I'll do is let's put a notes page there. Oh, I need to grab some notes pages. Okay, hold on. Like I said, we're kind of all over the place, but I have a good sense of what I want to do. So we're just kind of going for it, you know? Okay. So I have this notes paper from this Happy Plans and Notes that is just super, super plain. And I am going to, because I know that I don't want this page for sure. So I'm going to double side tape. Let me move this down a little bit. I hope that you were able to see all that beginning, but I think this is a little bit of a better angle. Okay, so I'm going to double side tape this together. So I'm doing this for this one and not the other because I am pretty positive this is what I want to do. Whereas with the other one, I really did not know yet. So, just to show you, we'll now flip from this tab to the monthly goals dashboard, and then it will flip to a notes page and this week's goals. Okay, and I'm keeping 1 month for now. Yeah, let me see. I'm gonna include monthly goal check-in, find your balance. I think for right now, I am just gonna do 1 month of this. Maybe this will just be a 1 month planner for right now until I fully figure it all out. January, February, March, and then I'll put a sticker on here, which I'm sure I have in one of these planners. Where is the guided journal that I just pulled that from? Let's see if this has stickers. It does not. Okay, that's good to know that this doesn't have stickers, but I will eventually come back and put January on this tab, or maybe I'll put goals. If I end up only keeping 1 month, maybe I will put goals on this tab. Okay, so let's go to the end of that. What is this? Oh, is this from the guided journal? It has like a currently page. I'm really liking this guided journal, to be honest. But no, wait, I don't think that's correct. What is this from? Oh, this is from the monthly planner. Okay, so just for right now, just so that I can have it in here, and I'm not going to include the journaling pages, but let's add the monthly pages for February, and I'll just include this. The only thing is this is going to be right behind here again. Okay, I'm taking back some of what I said. I do kind of want to set this up a little bit for the quarter. I'm not going to include everything, but okay, let's go to this Goals Guided Journal, and I'm now going to pull this tab. This will be for February goals. Oh, wait, I want it here. And I'm not going to paperclip or glue anything together until I'm sure that this is what I want to do, but this will be for February goals, and then we will do the same thing for March goals. And again, not taping anything together or adding in all those journaling pages until I'm sure that that is what I want to do. So from here, we'll take these 2 pages so we can have the March monthly dashboard. And then I will, just because we did it for all the other ones, take this last page, which will just be a notes page. And in theory, we could also just double side these together so it goes right from here into the April prep. So, okay, that takes care of the goals stuff for right now. I am going to be filming a video at some point in January as an updated planner lineup. I'm really excited for that because I really just wanted to jump in this month, figure out what we're gonna do, and then moving forward, I will update all of you on how my lineup is kind of going. All right, next thing that we are definitely including in this planner, after all of this, is my morning routine planner. So this is a beautiful, clean, horizontal layout. And I'm gonna, for right now, include the first quarter. So again, we'll do January, February, and March. And this is my morning routine planner. So I am planning to use this. Every morning I want to have a half an hour where I plan and journal. So this is going to be the first spot that I come to. And I'm going to write one thing that I'm grateful for and I am statements and kind of manifesting towards my goals. So this is all related to goals. This planner is really devoted to journaling, my goals, and just kind of getting my life together. Okay. We are still thin, so I'm thinking I'm going to also include in here budget for right now. I may end up, oh, I'm going to take this off and kind of ruin that back notes page because it got stuck to these pages. I'm debating how I want to do budget now. So let's flip to the back here. I have, oh, the other thing I had here prepped was the journaling guided journal. I'm not going to include this. If I find that I, in my morning routine, want to incorporate more journaling, I'll pull from this, but I'm not going to include it in here because for right now, that horizontal layout is going to be enough for journaling. All right, budget. Okay. I do love these beginning pages. So I'm going to pull them and we are now going to end with budget. And I think for right now, I want to just include 1 month's worth just to make sure that this is what I want to do. And I'm going to pull. So if you're following along, I really love my tabs to line up so they go in the right direction. So we had here, here, then top, middle, middle, bottom, top, middle, middle. So the next in that lineup would be bottom. So that's why from this budget guided journal, I am pulling this bottom tab. And I'm actually wondering, hold on, maybe I put it, I think I am going to put it here. so that this will be the tab to my budget section. And I'll have a spot to do some goals for budget. This will be my annual bill schedule, debt tracker, which this will be really helpful because I have lots of student debt, accounts and savings trackers, and then a spot to kind of review at the end of each month. We'll see how much of that I use. All right, now to the meat and potatoes of this guided journal. So I want to pull, this is still kind of continuing that journaling, thinking about your goals. I love this. This is going to be where I set up my monthly budget. I could do a monthly no spend tracker with this. And then this is what I love. So this is a weekly expense tracker. And then there's some spots in here to journal. I think this is too much journaling for me. So what I'm going to try for this month, and again, we'll see how it works. So let me pull this first. So this was the continuing with the goals, and then we have weekly expenses, where we have the monthly budget, weekly expenses, and then I'm just going to include one page of journaling. And then we will go into the next weekly expenses. And again, I'm going to skip in this guided journal to the next weekly expenses. So this is a spot to reflect on the past week. How did everything go with budgeting? And then the next week, this is where I'll track my expenses. And like I said, we're just trying it. So I will be back with you at the end of the month, just kind of checking in with how all of this went. And then in this guided journal, let's see what's at the end of the month. I am going to include these pages so that I have a spot here to reflect on the past week again, so that that is all consistent. And then this can be kind of me brainstorming and setting up my next monthly budget. So for right now, I'm just going to include 1 month of that budget. And this is like a perfect size. I love this size. So that is kind of what I took from this. The only other thing I want to look at, so let's look at the month of January. So how many weeks do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. And then let's see, is this considered January? It's not. So this will work for January. Those guided journals have 4 weekly sections. So the way I'm doing January is going to start on January 2nd and basically go till January 29th. But now for February, we're starting with this week of January 30th. So there'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's see. Oh, it'll actually work for February as well. But then for March, I don't think it'll work because we'll be doing 1, 2, 3, 4. And then there's going to be a 5th week here in March for that I'll need to add. If I continue doing my budget this way, I'll need to add that to this planner. And the way that I think I can do that is I do have this undated budget planner. And this has very similar stuff here, and it just is this running weekly expense list. So this is the other option if I decide, because there's 6 weeks in here, there's like plenty of space in this. So if I decide that this is kind of a weird setup for me, and I don't necessarily love having this spot for journaling, and what else does this not have? I don't know how I would use this. This also doesn't have this page. So in the budget journal, we have this page for savings trackers and account debts. I did have something kind of up here. So we're just going to kind of play around with it. And for right now, I'm going to mainly use the guided journal. But the other option is this undated budget planner. And so if I needed another week, I could literally just pull one of these pages and add that right here. So this is week 4, and then this would be week 5. for example. So that is kind of where I'm at with this. So let us see where we're at, because now I want to add bookmarks and things. So I definitely want to add this folder. I love this Mickey folder and it's very neutral. We're going to add that at the back here, just to add in any odds and ends that we need. And then I love top tabs to help flip to the different sections. So again, we're still figuring this out. Oh, and I also didn't mention the only other thing that I don't love about the budget section is there isn't that monthly, which I think I'm gonna miss. So you know what we're gonna do? I gotta go into my closet here. I'm gonna pull these month on a page sheets. And this is where I can write my monthly bills and just kind of have a monthly dashboard. And I'm going to include that, I think actually right here. This will be perfect. Because once again, because I didn't think I wanted, at least for January, I don't want to focus on a don't spend. Maybe one day I will, but for January, I do not. So we are going to, tape is a little too permanent. I'm not going to tape it right now. Maybe one day I will, but not, that day is not today. I have really little, I can use these. I forget where they're from. I think I have 2 of them. Yeah. So I'm just going to paper clip this together. And I think we'll do one in the top right. Kind of covers up that weekly expenses, but the alternative is to do it like in the middle here, and I don't like that. So yeah, we're just going to put that right there. And then I'll put one. And let's flip it and do, because I like the aesthetic of it when one is big and one is small. So we'll do one down here just so that we can then flip pretty easily from this page. So we'll basically go from a month at a glance page, and it will flip then to our weekly expenses. I do really like how that looks. I don't love how this looks, but I'm trying to figure out, maybe I do like that better, just so we can kind of read that. We'll figure it out. I may play around with this. And as soon as I feel confident in it, I will just tape it together. Okay, so but that solves that problem. So now to the top tabs. So the ones with words on it, I have this week, this month, and notes. Because that's the other thing. If I have room, I want to add some notes pages in the back too. So we could do, the only thing is this is actually backwards. The month should be the first one. So I can at least use, no, I think I'm actually not going to use these. I did get these for this, but I don't like that that will be not the right order. So I'm going to go back to this idea. So we're going to do this Mickey bookmark on the month, because I flip to this pretty consistently. And then we'll do the next bookmark on the week. And then I can just flip to the next section, which is our goals. So I want the next one to go here on our monthly tab for goals. The other thing that we could do here, y'all, is this could go here with this paper clip attached. So then as I pull this, it just opens up to this. The only thing I don't love about that is it fully covers this up. But you know what? I think I want to do it. Because, there, okay. So what I like about this is there isn't this divider in the page that like you have to turn to right, like you can just see the whole page at once. So I actually really like this. Let's just slide this into this. So I hope you're kind of following along with my logic here and kind of what is happening. Great, so now this will flip right to the monthly section. Okay, these, I may end up switching these out because these stars, though they are very cute, I'm kind of struggling with them a little bit. So I may end up switching those out, but that will go to the monthly section. And then I think I will want this next one just kind of wherever we are here. I know I add a lot of these in, but these are really important for me. And actually, I think it probably makes sense now. Let me take this back, and we're going to start with one of these. So we'll do this one. That'll flip to wherever I am in this journal situation, and then we can skip all of the rest of the goal stuff and now go to here. But I need this to be a center one. I did end up switching out these stars for, I had this one with a cute like little Winnie the Pooh charm on it. So I'm going to try that out and have like a charm in here. We'll see if I end up liking that. So where were we? We were here. Okay, so I think we will just have to do kind of the next one. So let's do this week here, which will work because this is the weekly journaling spread. And then the next tab that I would want would take me to my monthly goals. So this will work to do this month next. Hopefully you're all following along. And I'm just going to have the tab be here. My monthly goals section. Okay, and then I do want one on the week. So let's do this one here for my weekly. And then the last thing I want to add in is we're going to just do this notes tab. This is pretty bulky now with all of those tabs. So we're going to have to see how we like it, and I may end up changing it, but I do really like having the tabs because then what I'll do when I open this planner is I'll flip to the top tabs, and it takes me exactly to all of the different sections that I need to track. I could probably take this one out. So we could just have this go to our monthly goal. Yeah. Let's take that one out. And then we'll go to this week, this month for budget, weekly budget, and notes. So this is where we're at right now. This is just round one of setting up my classic catch-all Frankenplanner. I think this is a little bit too bulky. So what we could do is we could take out March. It'll mess up our order, but I think I want to do that. So let's take out March. We'll take out this one. And I'll take out this one. I actually don't mind because now it is even. So we have January, February, there'll be a space. And then we have January, February, space, January, February, space. And then right now I just really have 1 month set up for budget until I figure out exactly what I want to do. But that makes it a more reasonable size for me. I don't like exactly how all of these are, so I may switch that up. But we will check in with that at the end of the month. But I think that that's all I want to do in this video. This was fun just to kind of begin to set this up. We'll see how it goes. I will add just a few notes pages just so I can have them in here back here. But that is how we are going to start the year. Let's see. How did we do? 40 minutes. That's honestly not too bad because I had no idea what I was doing here. I really do like this setup. I will also be putting it in this, just so you're aware. So this will be in here in this cute little Mickey folio. This will open up and have all of my stuff that I need to do every day and kind of check in with. So stay tuned. I'll have a bunch of other setup videos. I have my social media planner set up, and then I'll have my half letter setup coming as well. So thank you all so much for watching. If you like this video, please hit that thumbs up button. If you want to see more of my videos, you can hit that subscribe button. And remember to plan your truth so that you can live your truth. Thanks so much.